Welcome to Sitka, Alaska. This is our first stop on our Alaska cruise itinerary with Serenade of the Seas. So come along with us as we explore this absolutely gorgeous fishing village.
So we decided not to book an excursion today. We're just going to explore on our own.
Yeah, a lot of things can be done on foot, and they have a free shuttle from the port into town and back. So we took that. We're now walking downtown towards the Raptor Center. So I'm very excited there. Apparently they have bald eagles. Yay!
We've just had our first whale sighting. So the Raptor Center was an easy 25-minute walk from town on paved sidewalk.
Yeah, that was great. Definitely worth doing. The entrance fee is just $16 per person. So we're gonna go pay and get in.
So we're pretty lucky with the weather today. We found out that it rains 330 days a year here in Sitka.
Yeah, crazy. And currently, no rain, a little bit of sun actually. Right now we're actually standing in a replica of a bald eagle's nest. Apparently they can range in diameter on average from like 4 to 6 feet, but the biggest one ever was 9.5 feet in diameter and weighed 2 tons. That is crazy. Yeah. It is a very big bird, but I just don't think it needs a nest quite this large.
So we just finished up here at the Raptor Center, and our last thing we visited was the flight training room.
Yeah, it's very cool. The only thing is you can't really film or take pictures very well in there because they have glass that is one way. So we can see the eagles, but the eagles can't see us. And the whole reason is because they are planning to actually release these eagles back into the wild, so they don't want them to get comfortable with humans. But it was very cool to see them fly. There are some bald eagles outside though that unfortunately have had wing injuries, and so they can't be released back into the wild and they can't fly. So you can see them outside without any, fencing between you and the birds, which is very cool. I definitely recommend coming here. And just to give you an idea of timeline, our boat docked at about 11:30. We got off at noon and we had a reservation for the free noon shuttle in Sitka, which you can make that reservation online, but apparently you didn't really need one. But maybe if it's a busier day with bigger ships, maybe you do. But now it is 1:20. So we were able to get this done quite quickly and efficiently. And I think now we're gonna head over to the park that has the totem poles in it.
Well, just past the owl enclosures, there's a hiking trail.
Yeah, we asked and the lady said it was about 1/4 of a mile. It comes along the river. We've already seen a nice little waterfall and it has some little mini rapids. And the area behind us now is what they call the eagle swimming pool because sometimes they take the bald eagles out here to have a little dip in the water, which I think is kind of cool.
There is no admission fee for the Sitka National Historical Park, and there are totem poles of varying sizes scattered along a flat, unpaved walking trail. It turns out that today is one of the 330 days of rain.
Yes, so we have come to seek some shelter in the visitor center, which does have a totem exhibit. Also has an exhibit about the local people who were the ones to carve all of these beautiful totem poles, and they have some plaques that describe the different meanings of different types. So it's very interesting. Even if it's not raining, I do suggest you come inside.
Luckily, while we were in the visitor center, the rain subsided.
So after the visitor center, we headed over to the Russian Orthodox Church. Unfortunately, the doors are closed, but that is one of the cool things. You can still see some of the Russian influence here from when they owned Alaska.
And now we're hungry, so we're going to head over to a food truck that is supposed to have some really tasty crab rolls.
Yes, I'm excited to eat some seafood here in Alaska.
Those crab rolls were very delicious and very popular. There's quite a long line in front of that food truck.
Yes, but they were also quite expensive.
Yeah.
Very tasty, but you know, it is a food truck, so they just had a little table where you could stand and eat it outside. But I was happy to have a taste of Alaska seafood in Alaska, and there was plenty of crab on the top of the freshly baked brioche, so can't complain. Now I think we're going to walk around the town a little bit, maybe check out a shop or two. There is one other activity you can do here in Sitka, and it is called the Fortress of the Bear. It is, however, 5 miles outside of town, so you can't walk to it. A lot of people do tours there, but there also is a bus you can take. It's the Blue Line bus. The only problem is it only runs once an hour, and it is $2 per person to ride and cash only.
Our last stop was a salmon shop where we bought some salmon jerky and immediately ate, and it was delicious.
Yeah, very good. Now we've come back to the visitor center to take the shuttle back to the ship. But in these waters just behind us, we saw a sea lion swimming. So very cool end to the day. I really enjoyed it, and overall it ended up being a very affordable day as well. So you can definitely do Sitka on your own. You don't need to buy the expensive excursions. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. If you haven't already, check out our last video where we explore Seattle.